At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And now, your defending AFC North champion, Pittsburgh Steelers.
On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Now Young. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Young now. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Nolan Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Bryce Behringer now. DK to return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Quick hitch, complete. It's Flowers. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Pacheco. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
Going to give it to Love. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. And his kick is indeed good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Genty. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Here is 3rd and 5.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
Young will set to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. A give out of the gun to Genty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 34.
Young to throw it. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Young to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a toss to Genty, headed right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. In motion right is Johnston. Young off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Falcon 1st down.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Steelers' 16-yard line.
Now Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under pressure. They got him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
10-yard loss on the play. And it's 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Love. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28-yard line.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Daniels looking to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Here's Daniels. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Love. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. On play action, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And he is stopped just short of 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
He was brought down by Jaquan McMillan. A 9-yard gain on the play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Young, he's going to change it up.
1st down, Compton.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's 2nd and inches at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
Quick throw here to Johnston. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Atlanta.
On the give, Genty. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
At the 10-yard line.
Now here's Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Here's Young from the shotgun. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
For the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
They'll hand it off. It's Love. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
It's a gain of 11. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now Daniels. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
To throw is Daniels. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Falcons offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Looking to put a drive together. Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A quick throw here out to Brown. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the terrible towel is in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Now Brown, he lost the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Looking to put a drive together. In motion goes Patrick. They go play action. Young. That's to his tight end all. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's second down.
4 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
T.J. Watt in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6. Looking to throw. Daniels. That one into the hands of Flowers. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And Xavier Worthy, 39 yards. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Falcons ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to Tim Patrick. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Falcon first down.
In motion, the tight end. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nolan Smith. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Take it at the 37. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
That's good.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is right through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Robinson on a give right side. A nice little juke. And he's able to get this one out to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 6 yards.
He gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. He's got the first down and more. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll go Madison up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 30.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
A pickup of 10, but it brings up 4th down.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Flush to his right. Throw caught by Flowers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And To do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Pacheco. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single